Hey everyone, good morning. Today for math, we're going to be talking about quarters and fourths. Before we do, we're going to make fourths on our paper. So we're talking about fourths. There should be 4 equal parts. And each box or each rectangle is one of the fourths. So we'll do 1/4, then we'll do 2/4, 3/4, and then we'll do all of it, or 4/4. You could also say quarters. We'll do 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, all of it, or 4/4. So let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's count by tens. 10, we go to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Stop. Our number today is 100. I think we've actually done that before, but that's okay. I really want to do it because we're talking about fourths, and you'll see why later. So 100 is our number. That means we'll have 1 of a certain block and then 0 of some other block. So what kind of block will we have 1 of for the number 100? We'll have 100. So I make a square. This is a 100 block, and it's made up of 10 tens or 100 ones, but you can use 100. I know we've done this because it's so it'd be even. And then the expanded form would be 100 plus 0 plus 0 equals 100. And I remember teaching you that and saying that sometimes people go 100 plus 0, 0 plus 0 equals 100. And that's expanded form. And so you don't have to do tallies. You can pause me and then do 100 tallies. That's fine. But I'm not going to do tallies. I'm going to use one bill. What bill would be 100 cents? It is the dollar. So this is 100 cents. Okay, so I have $1, and I'm going to cut it or divide it into fourths. Can I do that? If I gave you 1/4 of this dollar, I couldn't cut it up. I'd have to break it into 4 equal parts. If you break up $1 into 4 equal parts, you have quarters. Okay, so that you can make 4 quarters to make $1. So $1 equals 100 cents, or 4 quarters equals 100 cents. 25, 50, 75, $1. Okay, I still have some quarters on there. So $1 equals 100 cents. 4 quarters equals 100 cents. So we're talking about fourths today, or quarters. So quarters aren't always these round 25-cent pieces. It's the whole being put into fourths. The whole of $1 put into fourths is a quarter. That's why it's called a quarter. All right, so let's make our tic-tac-toe board so we can make our 100 grid. Our 100 will go right here. Remember, counting by tens on a 100 grid are on the very end. So we can count backwards: 100, 99, 98. Backwards. And then counting by tens. I can count by tens. I don't know if it's easy for you, but I know 90, 100. 90, 100. And some of us can say 110, but when we make it, we make 1,010. So look, my tens go up 1. So if my 10 goes up 1, my 100 stays the same. My 10 is a 0. It goes up 1. So it would be a 1, and then my 1s stay the same. So this is how I make 110. 110. And then I can fill in the other numbers. I know these are all going to end in 9. I know these are all going to end in 8. Okay, and then the tens will just go 8, 9, 10. You see that? 89, 99, 109. And then these will go 8, 9, 10. 88, 98, 108. If the number is 100, it only has 3 digits. So there's only 3 numbers. So 108, 100, nothing, then an 8. Okay. Now you can make something out of your 100. No, I didn't really think about it before I began. They're 2 people. One of them's holding a gigantic phone, and they're like, because the phone is so big. What did you make? All right. If you're not done with your drawing, you can pause it. But we're going to move on to our lesson on quarters and fourths. So we make quarters every day, or we make fourths every day by dividing our paper into 4 equal parts. Here is a rectangle divided into 4 equal parts. Here is a rectangle divided vertically into 4 equal parts. Here is a circle divided into 4 equal parts. And then here is a dollar divided into 4 equal parts. Our fire words are draw the missing quarter and blank of blank parts. And so I'm going to show what that means right here. If they say draw a missing quarter, you do not need to perfect the drawing of George Washington. Okay, don't draw this kind of quarter. If you want to be funny and do it at the end, you can draw a quarter. But what they mean by draw the missing quarter is here is a rectangle with all of the quarters filled in. Here is a rectangle with a quarter missing. A quarter meaning fourth. Mirror, mirror, mirror. A quarter. A quarter is a fourth. Sorry, I didn't do a cool mirror. Okay, a quarter is a fourth. How about we go like this for a quarter? A quarter is a fourth. So if they say draw the missing quarter, they don't mean George Washington, they mean a fourth. One of the 4 equal parts. So if I wanted to draw the rest of this missing quarter, I'll draw another part of the fourth. Okay, quarter is a fourth. And I didn't do it perfectly. Okay, and they also might say blank of blank parts. So they'll have you shade or color 1 equal part. So I colored 1 of the equal parts. And so I'm going to say that 1 of blank parts is colored. How many parts total are there on this circle? Put it up with your fingers. Okay, you probably said either 3 or 4. If you counted 3 equal parts, I want you to count again. How many equal parts are there? I'll count with you. 1, 2, 3. Is this an equal part? 4. So 1 of 4 parts are colored. 1 of 4. Not 1 of 3. Look. Are any of those 3 colored? No. 1 of the 4 are colored. It'd be like Archie. Hey, Archie. Hey, I was falling asleep. Were you that bored? Yeah, you bored me. Okay. Well, Archie, I know you had difficulty with fourths at first, or how many of each part. Yeah, I kept saying, like, how many parts weren't shaded or colored compared to how many were colored. So I would say this would have been 1 out of 3. How did you get better at that? Well, good question. My wonderful, amazing, smart teacher, Miss Murphy, thanks, said, think of it like a cake. Okay? Yeah. And how many pieces of the cake are colored compared to how many pieces total there were. Oh, so you pictured this as a cake? Yeah, and I pictured it like Pythagoras only got one of the 4 pieces, and I get the rest. I get 3 of the 4 pieces. That's pretty funny. Yeah, so just think of it as like a piece of cake or a whole pizza, okay? And the shaded part is just 1 piece out of how many total? You get 1 out of 4. Okay, so if I colored one more, how many are colored now? There would be 2 colored of how many parts? Well, I would think Pythagoras gets 2 pieces of cake out of 4 pieces total. Yeah, 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4 parts are colored. Thanks, Archie. So today, boys and girls, for your activity, you are going to be drawing equal parts, making these shapes into fourths or quarters. A quarter is a fourth. You're going to be writing how many equal parts there are. Then you're going to be dividing them into fourths. Here's the missing quarter. Don't draw George Washington. Just fill in the missing quarters. Okay? And then it says color a fourth, and this is the part of. So you have to color a fourth. Blank of blank. And then color one equal part. Okay? So that's the up. And then on the problem solving, there's only 2 problems. So it said there's a story problem. How many equal parts does Heidi need? And then there's one where you have to explain what happens to the shapes when you divide it into fourths. So I think you can do this. I believe in you. We do fourths every day, so you're already really good at fourths. I'm so proud of you. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.